Ever since my mother died around Christmas time, I can't stand Christmas time. I get depressed sadness, angry and madness to madness, and feel lost and lonely and unloved and isolated from the family. All the problems in my life instant replay, lying in the cold, cold, snowy ice to ice, my mother lying on the snow and ice in the winter blackness of the night. I got in problems with the law when I was a teen. I used to hang out all night, smoke, and drink beer hanging in the streets of Conville, PA. I used to have a different girl every week. These girls are wearing me down like sandpaper, and when you point a finger at someone, there is always somebody pointing three fingers at you. I went to welding school in PA. The school was named Dobbins Technical School. My brother got me a job chuck wagon restaurant. Me and my brother walked that walk, talked that talk all around PA. It was a hot summer day and we went place to place until we got the job at Chuck Wagon Place. Two bums on the street corner chatting. The black bum says to the white bum, "Did you have a job before you started living on the street?" The white bum replies, "No, I used to steal cars." They pause and the flock of pigeons shifts its center. "What about you? What did you do before?" If you pay attention to this, which I will try to keep interesting for you, at the end you'll get a reward. The best part about this whole process is that you never know how long you have to wait, or what you're waiting for. Do you think people are less interesting when you know them? Wouldn't it be funny if the dinosaurs died through overpopulation? Maybe like the cows, but they overproduced and ruined their environment through massive methane pollution or some other chemical byproduct of digestion, and thus ruined their landscape to the point of the few remaining animals dying from lack of food in the devastated environment. It would be awfully sad to die from your own fart. Could you find someone exactly like yourself if you had the power to look thoroughly? Is it better to start happily and end sad, or start sad and end happy? Do you think people are less interesting when you know them? The first reality show was the PBS series An American Family. 12 parts were broadcast in the United States in 1973. Edited by C. Edgar Aparo. Experiment. From the time my mother's time, she took her last breath at that time, out in the cold, cold, windy, snowy, ice to ice, black, black night. I asked my mother when she walked out the door if I could go with her, and I said, "Can I go with you, Mom?" "Punky, I've got to go get my hair done for Christmas, and I'd be too long. You'd be sitting there waiting and waiting. It would be too long for you to wait for me to get my hair done." And I always thought in my mind all these years and days and minutes and seconds of my time, looking at time back. Then if I had walked that alongside my mother, walked then our footprints in the snow side by side, we would be walking hand in hand. I could have heard that car in back of us. I could have pulled my mother's arms away from the drunken driver's steel and wheels that hit my mother from the back right in front of my grandmother's house, where I get my Christmas presents year after year. My grandmother would give me the same Christmas presents of a plaid woolen shirt. All my family would eat at grandmother's house on Christmas Day. That was the happiest time of my life. I was 9 years old then.